Hello, and welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Last we left off, we made some heavy accusations, and by we I mean Herlock Sholmes. He was just saying that the whole crew is in on it, and a renegade is happening. So I guess let's just jump back and see what that's all about. For aiding and abetting a renegade. Oh. You got something to say?
Please, no more. I will tell everything.
Oh, he's not happy about that.
I cannot make problems like this for everyone anymore.
These crewmen are your former comrades, I believe? Yes?
Yes. So when I decided to run away, I asked them to help me.
We all agreed to help, everyone together.
Okay, so everyone knows. Then why the disguise?
She threw away everything, her fame in the ballet, Mother Russia. We wanted to help our angel.
I don't believe it. Yeah.
You are right. We put sleeping drug in chicken last night.
Oh, so it was them. Okay. So, was that unrelated to what happened? Yes, I remember now. I did notice chewing on a lump of something strange and bitter at one point.
Duh, we could not make old drug. How do you say, dissolve?
Talk about heavy seasoning. Yeah, it's not my favorite kind of seasoning, Ryunosuke. I don't think it's yours either.
At midnight in waters near Shanghai, we brought our angel on board.
Oh, is that why that happened? So she just got here, then?
She was helped by comrade on shore with small fishing boat.
While all the passengers of the SS Buria slept soundly. Interesting. Thanks to the almost magical effects of the slumber-inducing potion that evening meals had contained. Yep. So if that's what happened, the only people awake on the ship last night were the crew, people who disliked chicken, and the newly boarded passenger, Miss Pavlova, and Kazuma. And that means it would have been possible for you. You could have used the emergency stop trick to lock Kazuma's cabin door. A lot of silence. It's kind of suspicious, isn't it? But how does that make sense? Surely every cabin door would have been... I don't know why I'm giving him the British accent. Surely every cabin door would have ended up locked in the case and there would have been complete chaos. Oh, I wouldn't say so.
What?
Of course. Just like us, all the other passengers would have eaten their evening meal of chicken in their cabins. Yeah, I thought that was obvious. After which they would have been overwhelmed by the tiredness because of the sleeping drug, so they would just stay in their cabins, I guess. Quite, and accordingly, all passengers were already in their cabins for the night.
Oh, yes.
The overwhelming majority of passengers would habitually sleep with their cabin doors bolted anyway, and so not one of them would have found it remarkable to find the door locked in the morning. I guess they just wouldn't have remembered. In summary, in order to fasten the bolt of a single cabin door on the ship, the culprit brought the entire vessel to an emergency stop in the early hours of the morning. That's a lot of work, man. But do they know who it was? Oh.
You have talked long time and said many things. What is point?
The point is what I said earlier. There was somebody else present on the scene when the victim lost his life last night. Someone who left a message in Russian on the floor in an attempt to incriminate another. Someone who tried desperately to hide the broken fragments of glass that would reveal the culprit's identity. And who would that be? And someone who abused the ship's emergency stop procedure in order to lock a door. All told, a busy night.
But I don't know about any of this. I'm just a little girl.
You like to speak with your long English words and explain your clever ideas. But I am sailor, and sailors don't listen to long boring stories we don't believe. Sailors like me, we trust only what we see with our eyes.
Okay, and what do you see? A laudable trait.
What?
I am quite of the same disposition, my good man. Observation to me is everything. Mr. Naruhodo? Oh, yes? Do you hear it? The accusatory cry of guilt on the wind.
What accusatory cry of guilt?
Sorry, you've lost me. Same. Proof of involvement, man. You can't hear such a call with your ears. No. You must hear it with your eyes, for observation is the basis of all deduction. Are we gonna have another one of the Herlock Sholmes deduction dances?
What are you talking about?
He is not happy. He is lost. I believe the time has come for one final logic and reasoning spectacular to expose the truth. Yep. Here we go again. Didn't take long. So, Mr. Naruhodo, your assistance, if you please. With what exactly, Mr. Sholmes? With observation, my dear fellow, just as I said, these two prevaricators. Observation?
If you remember, Mr. Naruhodo, we know that somebody tried to fabricate evidence, don't we? By tampering with the scene of Mr. Osogi's death. What we're looking for is some trace of evidence that one of these two was there when it happened.
Oh, so we're thinking the sailor might have been in there? It's gotta be the girl, right? Precisely, you're delightfully quick to grasp my meaning. Alright, I'll see what I can see. So we're looking for a trace of evidence that shows someone else was there last night when Kazuma died. Okay. What suggests that someone else was there at the scene? Okay, left ear, chunky arms, sailor's hat, sure, why not? Left ear. Okay. Chunky arms, that's all we have, chunky arms, left ear. That's it? What? And sailor's hat? I'm guessing because of the framing, it's gotta be the left ear and something to do with the earring? So we're gonna go with that, because I honestly don't really know.
She has such petite ears among the beautiful hair, like little pink shells.
Oh, I guess we're just getting like a closer look at these various things. Oh, what's that? There's something dangling down from her ear. It's called an earring, Naruhodo. Rinosuke?
Ah, that's an earring. The crescent moon part looks as though it's made from wood.
Naruhodo has never seen an earring, eh?
It's charming, isn't it?
Women do seem to love adornments like that. And the hair around their necks, on their fingers, and even hanging from their ears, it seems. Yeah, Naruhodo. Rinosuke has just woken up from his slumber.
Well, jewelry is beautiful, Naruhodo-san.
Okay, let's look at the hat then.
Have you noticed something significant about Seaman Strojanov's hat?
Oh, no, sadly not. I was just thinking that if only we'd found it in Kazuma's cabinet, it would all be so easy.
That's true. A hat dropped at the scene would have been very conclusive evidence.
Not necessarily, but yeah, I guess, maybe.
Ah, that's a point. I'm sure I saw your university uniform hat at the scene somewhere.
That is not a point. At least not one I'd like you to make. Yeah, it's not super conclusive. Okay, let's look at the chunky arms. Maybe there's a scratch mark or something? He has arms like tree trunks, doesn't he? Hairy tree trunks, yep.
Yes, he certainly has sailor's arms. He's a born man of the sea.
Even if I had been awake, I couldn't have done anything about being dragged out of that wardrobe by this man.
Naruhodo-san? Are you alright? You seem to be lost in thought.
Oh, sorry. Blame those hairy tree trunks. What is up with you, man? Why are you so obsessed with them? Oh, we can... Oh, that's cool. I didn't know we could do that. So, it is missing, see? So, it must be at the scene of the crime.
She has such petite ears among the beautiful hair, little pink shells.
Oh, what's that? There's something attached to her ear.
Ah, I expect that's what's called an earring. It's a little piece of jewelry.
An earring, is it? It really is tiny.
Perhaps part of it is missing, maybe it broke off. So now all that's left is the clasp part that attaches to the ear.
If that's the case, she doesn't appear to have noticed that it's broken. Which is surprising. I feel like she would have noticed. I'm thinking that's all we really have? Or can we look at, or do we have to look at, oh, I see, okay. I didn't know I could go that low. Ink stain, so that must be, Kazuma's journals.
Oh, look at this. It's some kind of stain in an unusual place. Yes, you're right. It looks like ink, if I'm not mistaken.
Ink. And look at the color too, it's clear where this came from. Alright, let's just present that then. Oh, okay, there you go.
Yes!
Seaman Strozhanov, you seem to have quite a large purple stain on the back of your white uniform there.
Hey? Oh yes, I don't know where the dirt comes from.
So nothing in particular comes to mind about the stain?
What are you trying to say?
It would appear that the significance of the stain has escaped your attention, Seaman.
Allow
us to make it plain. Okay. It's a very large purple stain on the back of Seaman Strozhanov's uniform. And I think what made it is clear. Indeed it is. So, Mr. Naruhodo, present the evidence that proves it. My pleasure. Alright then, the evidence that proves what that stain on the back of Seaman Strozhanov's uniform really is. It's gotta be the journal. Where's our journal though?
Yes!
So let's go with the diary. Alright, well that was a failure. What color was that? Okay, so it's right here. It's the wardrobe was in purple. I guess we'll just go with the photograph. Crime scene photograph. Yes, it's the photograph, and the ink it shows, that's what caused the stain on your uniform. Ink! A rather unusual color of ink, purple.
Oh,
Ah, the penny drops, at last. Now you see the significance. The Russian word on the floor next to the victim's body was written in purple ink. Oh, there you go, the color came back. And the stain on the back of your uniform is ink of exactly the same color. If the ink had been dry, it couldn't possibly have stained your uniform in that way. Which means you must have been present in the cabin in the moments immediately after the ink was spilled. I think he just tried to cover up for the girl, because he must have thought that Pavlova was the one behind all this, so he tried to cover for her, but it wasn't actually her. So she must have been in the room right before he was in the room, and she must have been in the room right after the killer was in the room.
all right, yes. It was me, I did it. Everything.
Now he's just trying to take the blame.
I arranged everything in that student's cabin to make it look like Wardrobe Man did it. Then I pressed button to make Puria do emergency stop and bolt cabin door shut.
Oh wow, okay. So what's the crime?
I did everything so no one would suspect our angel.
But is it her?
If, please.
Don't worry, Angel. Let me do talking. It was after 1 in the morning. I was on duty patrolling passageway. Then our angel came to me. She was white like sheet.
Yeah, so that's what happened.
If, please, you must help me.
I went with her. The door to cabin number 1 was open. When I looked inside, I saw student boy on floor.
Yep.
What happened here?
Please, don't tell anyone. My little one. My little furry friend.
She went missing?
Everything that happened in cabin is like Angel told you.
The kitten escaped through the ventilator into Mr. Usogi's cabin. Then he tripped over it and broke his neck when he fell on the floor? Yeah, not likely.
Yes, that is right.
So after the incident, when the cat ran away, Miss Pavlova then visited the cabin next to hers? Only to find its occupant lying lifeless on the floor.
She said she was worried when she heard sound of something falling on floor. That's when she went to look. No Angel.
No response.
The door was not locked. So she opened to look, and you already know what happened after.
There's just one thing, if you wouldn't mind.
What?
When you went to Mr. Usogi's cabin, Miss Pavlova, was he already dead? Why?
What do you mean why? We need to know, man. We're trying to figure out who did it. If it's not you, you're just raising more and more suspicion.
I already told you. When Nina opened the door of student's cabin and looked.
I was asking Miss Pavlova.
Susato, standing up for yourself. Love that.
Well, Miss Pavlova? No. Oh. Yes, that is right. I saw him. It was dark and he was wearing black, but he was on the floor, not moving. I was scared.
Okay, you gotta give us more here, Miss Pavlova.
I understand, and I believe you.
So, is that finally it now? Have we discovered the real truth about Kazuma's death at last? No, obviously not. Something very nearly slipped my mind. Oh, Mr. Sholmes? This photograph. Yes, I took this myself, you know. Okay, thank you for that, by the way. The cause of death was a broken neck, therefore the victim died instantly. And the unfortunate incident that precipitated these events, a kitten on which the victim stumbled. But it looks like he's holding on to something. However, if those are the facts, there is one particular area in this photograph that seems to me somewhat unnatural, and also his expression.
What do you mean unnatural?
What are your thoughts on the matter, Mr. Naruhodo? Oh, well... it's gotta be that. If Kazuma tripped and fell and by some terrible stroke of bad luck broke his neck, which part of this photograph print seems unusual? His hands wouldn't be clutched if he was falling. His palms would be open, man. So we'll go with this. Can I select? Okay.
Yes!
Alright, if he really fell due to an unfortunate accident, then this fist just doesn't seem quite right. The exact same thought occurred to me. In a fall, one's instinct is to open the palms flat. Yep. Yet here we see the victim with his left hand tightly balled into a fist. Almost, you might say, trying to fight. As though he were gripping something, some piece of paper or something. Or it's gotta be the earring, the missing earring. Right? But then she's not bleeding from her ear, so I don't know. But she is nervous, so I think he does have the earring for whatever reason.
What do you mean?
Simply that I took the liberty of investigating the victim's fist a short while ago. You did? And told no one. This man. And what, pray, do you imagine I found there, my dear fellow?
Mr. Sholmes, show us, please.
It's gotta be the earring. Why, of course, my dear madam. Would I keep you in suspense? You are kind of doing that. Yeah, okay. This is what I found. Maybe the cat had it, and the cat dropped it, and he picked it up? I don't know. Because if she's not bleeding from her ear, it's entirely took it, because it's like dangly and fun. Took took it with her through the ventilator, and then it just ended up in the other room.
Oh, a crescent moon with a little gemstone in the middle.
Yes, you're right, a crescent moon. It's very pretty, but what does it tell us? It tells us nothing.
I'm not so sure. That crescent moon looks familiar somehow. I'm sure I've seen it somewhere before. Yeah, same here, man. Same here. Observation, Mr. Naruhodo, that is the key. What? The truth is now tantalizingly close. Huh. How did that crescent moon come to be in Kazuma's clenched fist? This is the final clue, the last piece of the puzzle. Ask yourself, what does this little crescent moon mean? What significance has it? And observe, find the answer with your own eyes. Okay, well, we know where it is, where it goes, so we'll just point right here. Present.
Yes!
The missing earring. Miss Pavlova, I noticed that on your ear. She should have just taken the other one off, man. Even though you have a metal earring, the decorative part of it seems to be missing. The little link holding it must have broken, I suppose.
What?
But looking at your other ear, I notice a crescent moon.
I don't believe it.
Why is he surprised here? Now, the missing crescent moon was found in the victim's clenched fist. Clearly, there is one logical conclusion. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Naruhodo? Yes. Well, I would say there's like two possibilities. One of them is he just got into an altercation and grabbed it, and the other is the cat must have dragged it into the room and dropped it, and he just picked it up. Miss Pavlova, Mr. Usogi must have grasped the crescent moon and pulled it from your ear. Perhaps just moments before he fell to the floor. In other words, last night in Mr. Usogi's cabin, you witnessed a moment when the victim fell with your own eyes. But she had nothing to do with it? Is that what we're kind of rolling with here? But then, maybe he grabbed it just because of shock? I don't know. In fact, you were quite literally at arm's length from him. Oh. But then the question is, why did Mr. Usogi do that? Why did he pull your earring from your ear and hold it in his clenched fist during his last moments?
Oh no.
Angel.
She is so suspicious. My god, just give us something, lady. No one can protect you now. Please, Miss Pavlova, tell us the truth. Last night, what did you do to Kazuma? What's going on? Some Matrix stuff, man. Never seen the Matrix, but I'm still allowed to make that reference. When I think about everything that happened yesterday, it was too much. Running away, the fishing boat in the middle of the night, trying to climb onto this huge ship. Oh, it's her talking. Okay.
And then, when I was at last in this cabin and I could relax after this horrible long day. Meow. Darka, wait.
So the cat just ran off.
I couldn't believe it when she disappeared through the ventilator. I tried to call her with a little whistle. I tried waving her favorite toy. But nothing worked. Darka would not come back.
Okay. So you tried to go and ask, and the door was already open. You walked in. Oh no, it wasn't open. Okay. Knock, knock. No answer though. So.
What are you doing here at this time of night, Inspector?
Oh, what? Listen up. Kazuma? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh my god, we get to do the Kazuma voice again. That's crazy. Good to see you again. Too bad you're dead. I thought it was a friend of mine. Oh, so he thought it was Hosonaga who was at the door, but it was the lady.
The young man from your country, he was very polite and kind. He helped me to find Darka, and he promised to not tell anyone. But then when I had my friend in my arms again, and I was going to leave the man's cabin...
Just a moment. Sorry, but...
Oh, yes?
I'm sure I know your face. I've seen you somewhere before.
Ah,
Of course, you're Nikolina Pavlova, aren't you? The Russian ballerina.
huh? No, I don't know that name. My heart nearly stopped when he said that.
Oh, so then she ended up hitting him, potentially, and running off?
He knew who I was. How could this man from a land in the faraway east know a Russian ballerina?
In the papers, man. And everyone on board seems to be Russian on the crew. Yes, I saw your performance in Japan. The beauty of the ballet made a deep impression on me. Oh, so he's a big fan of ballet. Never mind. But what are you doing on the ship? Honestly, I'm not even surprised that he's into ballet. I don't know why. I'm sure I read your ballet company was performing in Shanghai at the moment.
I can't fool him. I have to tell him the truth and hope he doesn't tell anyone. I have no other choice.
I mean, he's a chill dude, man. You can trust him. I see. So you've run away.
Please, please keep my secret. Don't tell anyone.
Give me a moment. I could use another opinion here. Who, like Hosonaga's, or... Oh. Oh, did she panic and hit us?
He's going to pull that cord. He's going to tell the captain.
No, he was going for the wardrobe, man.
Why did I think I could trust him?
That's super unfortunate.
Then it happened. Everything at once. It was only a second, but it felt like forever. Wait, I shouted, and then...
The cat, again.
Darka jumped out of my arms and down to the young man's feet. And...
You're telling me he slipped?
as he turned around to look at me,
Oof.
I pushed him.
Oh.
I don't even know why. I don't know why I did it. I was just so scared. And I had to stop him from telling anyone about me.
This is so bizarre. I'm surprised this is the direction this is going. And if this is the truth, and I don't see why she would just be lying right now. It's interesting that they're just revealing everything right now. I thought this would have been our second case, but at this rate, I don't know what else there is to even wonder about. That's when you went to fetch help from Seaman Strajanov, who was on duty out in the passageway.
I heard Nina cry out and sat on floor, so I ran to her. She was standing at cabin door, shaking like leaves. She looked at me and said, "Help me, Beth. If they find out, I will be, please, I have nowhere to go."
Oh man. So you decided to help. And now they're confessing. And that's when you arrange things in Kazuma's cabin to make it look like I did it. So that no one would suspect the passenger in the cabin next door.
Yes. I went into cabin and I looked around to make sure there was nothing to show Nina was there. And then I found Stowaway. It was Job, still sleeping.
Right. That's when he found me.
So you worked out a plan to lay the blame on the stowaway.
I closed wardrobe doors and put back strange paper sign.
Luckily for me, that's the only reason Susato-san started to believe me when I said I was innocent, you know?
I dragged young man's body to good place and used ink that was spilling to write on floor. I wrote "cut your rope" so that the person who found him would look inside the wardrobe and find stowaway.
And tell me, what of the glass bell?
It was by my feet, so I picked it up.
I see.
But it was dark in the cabin. I didn't notice the other half.
And then Angel went back to your cabin and I finished job.
By pressing the emergency alarm button in the passageway.
Yes.
Accordingly, the SS Booyah did indeed come to an emergency halt at a little after 2 a.m., thus enticing the bolt on the cabin door to slide shut, creating the locked room mystery. Okay.
Oh.
There's still one thing I don't understand, Miss Pavlova.
What?
Well, you said that you told Kazuma about the fact that you ran away from your homeland. He would have been very understanding, given the circumstances. And it's because you were worried he was going to tell the captain that you pushed him. Isn't that right?
Yes.
But even if he had pulled the bell cord and called for the captain of the ship, aren't you friends with every member of the crew? Why would that have been a problem? That's a fair point.
It was what he said first that made me scared.
What he said first? What did he say?
What are you doing at this time of night, Inspector?
So there was like another party involved, a detective and inspector, so she got worried.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was a friend of mine. He said an inspector was his friend.
Ah, yes, meaning me,
Who was supposed to be acting as his bodyguard.
I thought that if police knew about me, they would arrest me.
I guess, yeah.
So before he could pull the bell cord, May I stop you a moment, please, Miss Pavlova? Huh. It just doesn't seem to make sense. I mean, was Mr. Sogi really going to pull the bell cord? I don't know.
He's not that type of guy. But he was just going for the wardrobe.
What? What do you think, Mr. Naruhodo?
Well, I'm not Kazuma, so I can't know for certain, but he was a man of his word. If he told you he wouldn't give your secret away, then he wouldn't have done.
No, he was walking over to it. He was going to pull the cord. He was going to make them send me back.
Well, Mr. Naruhodo, the day's work is not yet done, it seems. There's one more deduction to make. What? Another deduction? Yeah, it's just a wardrobe thing, I'm guessing. Yes, what action was the victim really about to take at that moment? Man, that's so sad. Can we determine whither the young man's gaze was directed? First, consider the victim's location within his cabin. That's easy. I remember every detail of that room. I mean, yes, I spent quite a lot of time in the wardrobe, but still. That cabin has been my home for this entire voyage.
So this is how the cabin looked at last night when Miss Pavlova visited Kazuma-sama.
Yes, that's exactly how it was. Are you ready then, Mr. Naruhodo? Yes. If there's one thing I've learned today, it's that a simple gaze can reveal all manner of truths. And not only that, in order to draw the right conclusion, you can't afford to be out by even a little bit when you're following the gaze to where it lands. So, when he turned away from Miss Pavlova, what exactly was Kazuma looking at? Well, I can tell you right here and right now. The wardrobe. Considering everything that had happened last night, certainly it may have looked as though Kazuma was going to ring the bell cord. Yes, however... what is directly beside the bell cord? The wardrobe.
The wardrobe.
Yep. And more importantly, what was inside the wardrobe? The man's great friend, sleeping soundly.
Ah. Miss Pavlova, please, think back very carefully. What were Mr. Osogi's exact words last night?
Give me a moment, I could use another opinion here. Yep.
Another opinion?
Yes, but not from a member of the crew. No, Mr. Osogi intended to consult his friend on the matter, to see if between them they might be able to help in some way, no doubt.
Oh no. Sadly, we can't know the truth for certain now. It's too late for that. But I wish you had made sure of what Mr. Osogi was looking at.
Yeah.
Things may have ended very differently if you had.
Susato is very calm about this, honestly. Kazuma was your closest friend, man, and you have the killer right here. You can be a little more hurt and frustrated and upset and angry at them. You don't have to be so calm, man. Miss Pavlova. I want to thank you for finally admitting the truth. But unfortunately, you're going to jail, man. The truth is, a man lost his life because of what you did, and that will never change. I hope you'll never forget that. Well, she's not gonna forget it. Behind bars, man.
I'm sorry. Really. I'm so sorry.
Well, that's not good enough, Miss Pavlova.
What have I done?
But that is interesting. We have the first, like, remorseful killer in the series that I recall. And so at long last, the mystery surrounding the tragic accident on the SS Buria was finally laid to rest. Wow. So that's the end of that. That's crazy. Oh man, oh man. What will happen to Miss Pavlova now, then? Once we reach Great Britain, she'll be handed over to the British police at Scotland Yard. What about the fact that she ran away from Russia? When the Russians tried to repatriate her? Apparently the English detective can speak to the immigration office and sort all that out. Mr. Sholmes can do that? Wow, he's got pull, man. So she won't be going back to Russia then? No, I don't think so. Even if she wanted to return in the future, I doubt she would be able to. She ran away, so now she's in exile for life. I see. Well, I don't think she would mind that.
I'm sorry.
Seaman Strozhanov?
I wanted to help our angel, no matter what. But I didn't think about you, about how you lost a good friend.
And how we're innocent, man. It doesn't matter if we're good friends with the victim or not. We're innocent. We had nothing to do with this, and you're trying to frame it onto us. That's not cool, Strozhanov.
I will go with Nina. I will give myself to British police.
You should. That's kind of you. Here are the shackles. You can borrow them, man. In the meantime, thank you for letting me go free again. Kazuma's death feels like such a waste, but no buts there, man. It is a waste. Well, do what you can for Miss Pavlova, won't you?
Duh.
Well, I'm afraid you need to pack now. We're due to arrive in Hong Kong tomorrow. As much as it pains me, I'm going to have to hand you over to the consul to arrange your passage back to Japan. Oh, we're going back? Yes. I did stow away after all. I couldn't really expect any different. Okay, interesting. So you should get back to your cabin now. What a strange case. Is this the official second case, or is something else gonna happen on the ship now? Because the fact that we're still here, I don't know, it's kind of suspicious, man. It looks like my study tour to Great Britain is over before it's even begun, then. To think that only days ago, Kazuma and I were laughing together about how we'd tear up the streets of London. That seems like a distant memory now. Yep, so sad. In the blink of an eye, so much can change. Oh, what's that? Is it someone weeping? Oh, yeah. Well, at least I guess she'll carry on with the sword. Susato-san?
Oh. Naruhodo-san, I didn't know you had returned.
Oh, well, I haven't been back long. Inspector Hosonaga just told me I should pack, you know, ready to leave the ship tomorrow and all that.
Oh.
Aww.
I still can't believe this has happened. I can't believe someone's life can be over just like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Susato-san. Crazy.
He had such grand ideas for the visit to Great Britain, so many dreams, and now they've been cruelly taken away, just as he has. I thought I could never forgive the person responsible. But now we know the truth, that it was just an accident.
Well, I don't know if it was an accident. She did push him.
Just a silly series of mishaps. It's too much, Naruhodo-san. It's just too much.
Yes, I know. Oh, who's that? I wish there was something I could say.
Inspector.
My duty was to see Asogi-san safely to Great Britain, but I failed, and caused his two closest friends great pain and suffering as a result. I've let everyone down. And I will do anything to make up for my terrible blunder. So let us go to Great Britain, man. We want to party up.
Nobody blames you, Inspector. And I'm free again now. At least. Oh. Huh? Ha 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 ha. Gotta love Sholmes. He loves to have fun, man. Surprise, Mr. Naruhodo. What is the meaning of this? Oh, trifling matter. Simply that in my head, I think I shall always picture you wearing those shackles. Without them, the balance seems all wrong. It's distracting. Okay. I guess everything is just for your sake, so we'll keep them on. Why not? You helped us out. Sorry? So I decided to restore them for all time's sake, shall we say. You are a stowaway after all. He thinks this is funny? Yeah. This is just something he does all the time.
Mr. Sholmes. We do appreciate all your assistance. I'd like to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Not at all, not at all, and though it's a little late, may I offer my sincere condolences.
Oh, that's nice.
The loss of your companion is truly heart-rending. I hope that you will be able to fulfill some of his aspirations in his honor. I'm afraid, however, that won't be possible.
Well, you said you'll do anything for us.
We shall be disembarking onto next port in Hong Kong. We have to return to Japan and make a full report about everything that's happened.
What? Wait a minute. It's just me that has to go back, isn't it? I mean, I was the stowaway.
Huh.
The terms of this study tour were negotiated by the Department of Justice in both Great Britain and Japan. It was to be one lawyer and one assistant.
Was to be? What if we're the lawyer now, man?
In the light of Mr. Asogi's unfortunate death, I'm afraid the study tour can no longer go ahead.
Oh no, I don't care for me, but... Yeah, where's this auto-san?
My dear fellows, the majority of problems have an extremely simple solution, you know.
Or I guess he's the... he's the detective now.
All you require is one lawyer and the study tour can continue, surely. Huh. But there is no one else with the necessary qualifications, Mr. Sholmes. We know of no other lawyer.
Qualifications, you say? That's me. Any qualifications obtained in your own country will be of little value in Great Britain, I'm afraid.
Oh, but
anyway, the voyage to London still promises a good month of time. Ample opportunity, I would say, to find yourselves another suitable lawyer.
yes.
So who would that be? Ryunosuke?
Mr. Sato? Yes. Do you think perhaps I might be able to do it? Ah.
But you're not a lawyer, Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, unless... Are you studying law?
No. No, I'm not, but... Could change that. We have the greatest detective here. He can teach us and just catch us up to whatever Great Britain's doing, and then we'll be good to go. He said whatever we learned in Japan is not going to be of any good use anyway.
I'm sorry, in that case, I don't think there's even a chance it could work.
But as I said, there's still more than a month before we reach England's shores. Isn't that right, Mr. Naruhodo? Yes, I have a month in which to study to learn what I must to become a lawyer in Great Britain.
Mr. Naruhodo.
That's ridiculous. Are you seriously suggesting anybody could learn all of that in just 40 days?
There's only one way to find out. And we're dedicated. I would work my fingers to the bone, Inspector, every single day. Will you let me try? Is this really something that's just up to the Inspector? And if by the time we reach Great Britain, I haven't learned enough to be recognized as a lawyer, I'll take whatever punishment is deemed appropriate.
But why put yourself in such a difficult position?
Because Kazuma was our best friend, man. Or Kazuma. He said that there was something he had to do in Great Britain, and that he would sacrifice anything to make it happen. But what would that be? He was passionate about it. You can't let all that passion just come to nothing. And anyway, it's for my own benefit too. We're surprisingly good at this, so why not give it a shot? I'll become a lawyer. I have to. For Kazuma's sake. What do you say, Mr. Sato? And you can keep your position as the assistant. And you're quite good at that, so, you know, could be good. Oh, look at that smile.
I think it's a wonderful idea.
Thank you. So, what does our bespectacled inspector friend say?
Are you serious?
One lawyer and one assistant, the numbers are indisputable.
No, it's madness.
Yeah, fascinating, would you agree?
Yep, fascinating.
Duty and rules are the dull routine of existence that we all abhor. Give us interest, give us fascination.
Speak for yourself.
Besides, qualifications are no measure of a man. What matters is his character, no? I mean, I don't know about that one. And you've witnessed ample evidence of this man's exemplary character today with your own eyes. Wow, why is Sholmes backing us up so hard, man? Not that I mind, but it's cool. From the early hours of this morning until this very moment now, despite contending with the passing of his close companion and despite the accusation of guilt, this man has shown resourcefulness, intelligence, and above all, courage. Wow. They're just looking at me, man. I don't know what to say.
Very well. I'll think of a clever way to word my report to the Department of Justice.
Inspector, after all, I did just make a promise, didn't I? That you would do anything, yeah.
I said that I'd do anything at all to make up for my shortcomings here.
Oh, thank you, Inspector.
If you'll excuse me, I must pay a visit to the captain's quarters, I think. I need to discuss what to do next and how best to make my report. Alright, well, it was nice having you here, Hosonaga, as always. You're helpful.
Are you really prepared to attempt this, Mr. Naruhodo?
Yes, I'm going to try. I wonder. Would you consider teaching me what I need to know? Everything about being a lawyer? Then why doesn't she... I guess maybe women couldn't be lawyers in this age? I don't know. I was gonna say, why wouldn't she just take up the role of the lawyer and we take up the role of the assistant? I feel like that makes more sense if she's gonna be the one teaching us.
I would be delighted to help you. I am a judicial assistant, after all.
Thank you.
And, Mr. Naruhodo,
She gonna apologize? Oh, she's gonna give us the sword.
I'd like you to take charge of this.
What? Me? Are you sure? It's his clans, isn't it?
I'm sure it's what Kazuma-sama would have wanted.
Yeah. I mean, you were his best friend.
Its name is Karma. It's a great sword that's been in the Asogi clan for generations.
Very well, I accept. I'll treasure it, always. So then, Miss Susato, seems we'll be working together for some time to come yet.
It will be an honor, Mr. Naruhodo. And for the next 40 days, I shan't grant you a single minute of freedom.
Wow, she's ready to go, man.
We shall fill every spare moment with study.
Yes, that's exactly what I need. Wow, adorable.
But before we begin, I have an earnest favor to ask of you too.
Goodness.
What is it?
What is it? What is it? Tell us.
Please throw me to the ground. 3 times.
Oh, because she did it to us 3 times. What?
I should never have doubted you. You were Kazuma-sama's closest friend. Of course you would never have done anything to hurt him.
Yep.
That should have been obvious to me from the start.
You never know, man. You never know.
But I am allowed suspicion to get the better of me. And no matter how upset I was feeling, it was completely unforgivable behavior.
No, you were in shock. You just found out about me stowing away and the cabin door was locked from the inside.
No, I won't let you make excuses for me. Whatever the circumstances, I should have never have thrown you, and not just once, but 5 times.
So why are we only getting you back for 3 of those? Huh. That number keeps creeping up, doesn't it?
Please, you must. Just take hold of me and throw me. Do it. Don't even think about it.
No, I don't even know how. I've never thrown anything in my life. She's so eager, man. Very well, Mr. Naruhodo, it isn't a skill one requires without considerable training. Is he gonna show us?
Oh, Mr. Sholmes.
I observed your throwing technique several times with great interest. I confess I was most impressed. When did he see that? Yeah, I don't remember him being around whenever that happened, except one time, in this room, when he was just creeping in the corner. I presume that would be a form of Japanese wrestling.
Oh, well, in a way, it's not wrestling, but my own interpretation of an ancient jujutsu technique.
Apparently it's called the Susato Takedown. How convenient, man, it was called the Susato Takedown. It leaves your head swimming, believe me. How beguiling. I am a practitioner of the combative arts myself. I'm a somewhat accomplished boxer. Wow, whoa, look at him go, man. There he goes, dancing around again. I wonder if you'd be so kind as to instruct me on the technique of your arresting throw. Oh, well, Susato has a lot of teaching to do, man. Everyone's asking for help.
Yes, I'd be honored.
Then let us not dally. Demonstrate, my dear madam.
Oh, of course. Are you ready, Mr. Naruhodo?
Sorry?
Hey, yeah.
Oh, there you go. Of course. And it should just end right there. Just cuts away to white, and then that's the end of the case.
As you can see, you throw from the abdomen.
Oh yes, arresting indeed, and that is what you term the Susato takedown, is it?
Actually, no. That was a Susato squash.
Oh, well, we're the practice dummy. Oh, okay, so it is actually ending there. My groggy state of consciousness. A scene from an evening recently spent with Kazuma flickered into my mind. Karma? What's happening? That's right, it's a prized sword that's been passed down through generations of the Isogi clan. I can't believe you managed to get permission to bring it with you. I mean, taking a katana on a study tour is more than a little irregular, surely. Yeah, exactly. Oh, Kazuma, man. So sad.
A Japanese man's sword is his soul, Ryunosuke. I can't be parted from my katana. Karma guides me. I truly believe that.
So its name compels its wielder to slice evil in two. Not that you would need much compelling.
On that subject, there's something very important that I have to do in Great Britain, and I'll sacrifice anything to make it happen. I'd appreciate you seeing it through with me.
Oh, of course, I will. Whatever it is, I'll see it through to the end with you. Hopefully it was in the journal.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
That important thing he had to do. I still don't know what that was. Maybe Mr. Mikutoba knows? I think that was his name, the professor? Because I think he talked about it. But I'm going to see the place for myself and work it out. In Great Britain's capital, London. There it is, guys. There it is. That's the end of the chapter. The end of the case. Well, there you have it, guys. The end of the case. The end of the second case. And that was very unusual. I don't think we've really had a case like that previously. At least from the games that I've played and the cases that I've done. We haven't had a case like that. It felt a little short. But I guess it wasn't that short. But it felt a little bit shorter than the first case. And we didn't have a courtroom scene. We never ended up at the court, we never had to present evidence, we never had to push and had witnesses come in. It was just all resolved at the scene of the crime. We didn't really have a lot of characters to interact with. It was basically just Strozhanov and Pavlova. And then I guess Sherlock Sholmes made his entrance with this case, even though it feels like he's been there all along at this point. But yeah, that was quick. We didn't have a lot of scenes, a lot of places to investigate, and it just felt like it all wrapped up very quickly. But I guess it wasn't all that short, but it was just very interesting. It threw me off, honestly. And I think that might have been our first case where we have like a remorseful culprit, and I guess it was a little bit of an accident, even though there was like intention to hurt and stop someone from doing something. But the fact that that's how it turned out, it wasn't like a premeditated thing. It was all because a cat just decided to go through the ventilator to the cabin next door that we ended up having Kazuma die. Yeah, it's a major bummer that just Kazuma is gone. We did only know him for a single case, but he had a presence, he added a lot to the game. But we do have Sherlock Sholmes now, and he does bring a very different sort of energy that's also equally great, I would say. But yeah, I'm very much interested to see where this goes next. I'm still quite taken aback by that how that whole case concluded. I just didn't expect it to end right here, right now. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.